Hello everyone and welcome to the lecture on Amazon Simple Notification Service, Amazon SNS. So this lecture will contain all these topics. What is Amazon Simple Notification Service? How publisher subscriber works inside SNS, standard versus first in first out topics, message filtering, SNS plus simple queue service fan out pattern, dead letter queues, SNS versus everything else, and integration patterns. So first topic, what is Amazon Simple Notification Service? So here the diagram shows the SNS fan-out architecture. A publisher will send a message to an SNS topic, and the topic will push that out to 6 subscriber types. And these subscribers are SQS queue, Lambda function, email JSON, SMS, HTTP, HTTPS endpoint, and mobile push. Amazon SNS is a fully managed pub/sub messaging service. It provides one-to-many delivery for distributed systems. Key exam scenarios for SNS include the fan-out pattern with SQS, push versus pull comparison between SNS and SQS, and SNS versus event bridge versus Kinesis. Think of SNS like a newspaper. A publisher posts an article like a message to a newspaper, which is a topic, and the subscribers receive copies via email, SMS, app, or queue. Second topic, how publisher subscriber works inside SNS. So here the diagram shows the pub/sub flow inside the SNS. Publisher calls the publish API. The message enters the SNS topic, goes through filter policy evaluation, reaches matching endpoints, then follows protocol specific retry logic. On success, the message is delivered. On failure, after retries exhaust, it goes to a dead letter queue. So SNS has 3 primitives: topics, which are logical channels with Amazon resource names, publishers, which are message senders, and subscriptions, which are endpoint protocol pairs. To publish a message, the publisher calls the publish API and sends the message to a topic. The topic evaluates subscription filter policies, then pushes the message to all qualifying endpoints simultaneously. If delivery fails, SNS uses protocol-specific retry logic with automatic retries on delivery failure. After all retries are exhausted, the message routes to an SQS simple queue service dead letter queue. The dead letter queue is attached to the subscription, not attached to the topic. SNS supports these protocols: HTTP, HTTPS, email JSON, SQS, Lambda, SMS, mobile push, and inside mobile push you have Apple's push notification service, then Firebase cloud messaging, Amazon device messaging, Windows notification service, and Microsoft push notification service, and also Kinesis data firehose. Third topic, standard versus FIFO topics. So here the diagram compares standard topics and FIFO topics side by side with their respective features and limits. Standard topics offer near unlimited throughput and support all protocol types. FIFO topics provide strict ordering per message group, exactly once delivery, only SQS queues as subscribers, and do not support Lambda, email, HTTP, or SMS. So these only supports simple queue service queues as subscribers. Key numbers to remember is max message size is 256 KB, or you can go up to 2 GB via extended client library plus S3. Standard topics support 12.5 million subscriptions, while FIFO topics support 100 subscriptions. You can have 100,000 standard topics per AWS account and 1,000 FIFO topics per AWS account. FIFO topic throughput is 3000 messages per second per topic and 300 messages per second per message group. Fourth topic is message filtering. So here the diagram shows how SNS message filtering works. A published message goes to the SNS topic, and each subscription evaluates its filter policy. Subscription A and B have filter policies applied, while subscription C has no filter and receives all messages. Filter policies are JSON objects attached to subscriptions, not attached to topics. They control which messages a subscriber receives. By default, without a filter policy, subscription catches all messages published to the topic. Filters can target message attributes, which is the default, or the message body. Body filtering requires a JSON payload. Supported filter operators include exact string, numeric matching, prefix matching, anything but, numeric ranges, exist/not exist, and IP address matching. Filter policy changes can take up to 15 minutes to propagate. Default limits are 200 filter policies per topic and 10,000 per AWS account. Fifth topic is SNS plus simple queue service fan-out pattern. So here the diagram shows the SNS to SQS fan-out pattern. A publisher sends a single message to an SNS topic, and the topic fans it out to 3 SQS queues. Q1 for order processing, Q2 for analytics pipeline, and Q3 for audit logging. Each queue has 14-day retention and an independent consumer with auto-scaling. So the SNS plus SQS fan-out pattern is the most tested SNS concept on the Solutions Architect Associate exam. So it is the single most important pattern to know for almost all the exam. It works by publishing one message to an SNS topic, which replicates it to all subscribed SQS queues for independent parallel processing. This pattern solves a key problem. SNS alone does not persist messages. If a subscriber is unavailable, the message is lost because SNS has no built-in durability. Adding SQS provides durability with up to 14-day retention, buffering against traffic spikes, independent consumer scaling, and fault isolation. Sixth topic is dead letter queues. So here the diagram shows the SNS delivery, retry, and dead letter queue flow. After a delivery attempt fails, SNS retries based on the endpoint type. After all retries exhaust, the message goes to a dead letter queue. Dead letter queues capture failed messages after retry exhaustion due to delivery failures. For AWS managed endpoints like SQS and Lambda, SNS retries up to 100,000 15 times over 23 days. For HTTP and HTTPS endpoints, the default is 50 attempts with a 3600 second hard limit and configurable exponential backoff. For SMS and mobile push, SNS retries 50 times over 6 hours. So dead letter queue requirements, it must be an simple queue service queue in the same AWS account and in the same region as the subscription. FIFO subscriptions require first in, first out dead letter queues. Seventh topic is simple notification service versus everything else. So I'll just compare with all the similar services. So the diagram shows the SNS versus everything decision framework. So it is a decision flow starting with the exam question of how to deliver messages, then branching based on whether you need one-to-many delivery, message persistence, or pull-based consumption. So this is a four-way comparison of SNS, SQS, Event Bridge, and Kinesis. So this is kind of an important topic for all architect level and associate level exam. SNS versus SQS is a push versus pull comparison. So SNS is push and SQS is pull. Next, SNS characteristics. It pushes to subscribers in real time, provides one-to-many delivery, and has zero persistence. SQS characteristics. So consumers must poll the queue. It provides single consumer delivery and it persists messages up to 14 days. So some exam keyword mapping. So notify multiple systems points to SNS. Buffer messages or decouple with retry points to SQS. And fan out with durability points to what we just seen, SNS plus SQS together. Next, SNS versus event bridge. So the diagram shows a second decision framework for SNS versus event bridge versus Kinesis versus SQS. So it branches on complex routing or software as a service integration, real-time analytics or streaming ingestion, and buffering or single consumer needs. So first, SNS versus event bridge distinction is bit subtle and requires careful evaluation. Both SNS and event bridge are pub/sub services. Event bridge advantages include content-based filtering on the full event body. It offers schema registry, event archive and replay, input transformation, and 35 plus native targets like step functions, API gateway, and Redshift. Event Bridge has native integration with CloudTrail API call events and software as a service source integration with services like Datadog and Shopify. So SNS wins on higher throughput, lower cost at 50 cents per million versus $1 per million for Event Bridge. Direct SMS support. So SNS has direct SMS support, email delivery, mobile push support, and message ordering versus first in, first out topics. So the rule of thumb is use Event Bridge for complex routing logic, schema discovery, and SaaS integration. Use SNS for simple, high throughput fan out, SMS, email, and mobile push delivery. SNS versus Kinesis data streams. So they serve different purposes. SNS is for messaging and Kinesis is for streaming. Kinesis capabilities include data retention from 24 hours to 365 days, replay support, per shard ordering guaranteed, high volume continuous data ingestion, and real-time analytics. SNS delivery model is designed for discrete notifications with no data retention. Choose Kinesis when the exam mentions real-time analytics, replay data, or streaming ingestion. Choose SNS when the exam mentions broadcast notification or alert multiple services. And eighth topic is integration patterns. So the diagram shows the Amazon SNS fan-out architecture with publishers at the top, including CloudWatch alarms, S3 event notifications, auto scaling, RDS, and Aurora, and AWS budgets. These publish to an SNS topic which fans out to subscribers, including email, Lambda, SQS queues, and the ops team. So CloudWatch alarms to SNS is a standard notification pattern. It triggers on metric threshold breaches like CPU utilization, healthy host count, and database connections. It acts on state changes only, not continuously. S3 event notifications to SNS provides fan out on object events like objects created, objects deleted, objects restored. They route through SNS first for multi-service notify. Auto scaling to SNS sends launch notifications, terminate notifications, and lifecycle hook events. Event Bridge is now recommended for lifecycle hooks. RDS Aurora event subscriptions to SNS sends notifications for instance events, failovers, and maintenance windows. AWS budgets to SNS sends cost threshold alerts, So this can be chained to Lambda for auto remediation, such as stopping non-critical instances. And that's all. Thanks for watching.